You might be wondering, what is my goal weight on Weight Watchers? You came to the right video because I'm going to explain everything. Keep watching. In this video, I will unveil how Weight Watchers determines your goal weight. And then we'll go over if this is an accurate way to determine your goal weight. And last, we'll cover the absolute best way to find your goal weight. I always feel kind of bad dogging on Weight Watchers, hey, if it worked for you, I'm super, super proud of you. I don't care how you take your life back. I just want you to lose weight and get healthy and get your 5 metabolic markers in line. So if you're doing it with Weight Watchers or Whole30 or Optavia or Noom or Jenny Craig or Code Red, I don't care. I really don't. I just want you to be healthy because we have a lot of very, very sick people on this planet. 88% of America is sick, metabolically sick. This could be you. So let's talk about Weight Watchers and how they determine your goal weight. So I did my research and I looked up Weight Watchers and I found out the formula that they use to determine goal weight. Let's go through the formula and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on the formula. First thing that Weight Watchers want you to do is they want you to lose 10% of your body weight right off the bat. And I'm not quite sure why they want you to do this. They call it an initial goal weight. I don't know why. I think probably, maybe if I was just guessing, I haven't talked to Weight Watchers, but if I was just guessing, it's because so many things in your life and your health get better when you just drop 10%. So if you're 220 pounds, you can do that third grade math. If you're determining 10%, you just move the decimal point over to the left one place, that would be 22 pounds. So that would be 198 pounds. That would be a significant change in your life. You might sleep better. You might get off medication or drastically reduce your medication. It's definitely going to require less insulin. You might not need sleep aid or a CPAP. Your clothes would fit better. A lot of things would improve in your life just from hitting that 10%. So for some reason, Weight Watchers, they want you to first calculate what they call your initial goal weight, and that's 10% of your body weight. And the next thing Weight Watchers wants you to do is determine your frame size. They have thin, average, and large frame size. So the numbers that correspond with these frame sizes, 5 for thin, 6 for average, and 7 for large. Those are the 3 numbers you need to remember, 5, 6, and 7. The next thing they do is they have you take the number of inches tall you are above 5 feet and take that number multiplied by your frame size. You take that number and you add 100. If you're confused, that's okay. We'll take me for an example. Here we go. I'm 5'7", barely, by the way. I'm shrinking, but I'm 5'7", and I just got measured here very recently. By the way, when you're getting your height, you need to get an accurate height. You can't go by a few years ago because we all shrink as we age. And what you were back in high school or what you were when you were 45 and now you're 57 or 62 or whatever, those are not the same heights. We shrink as we age. So get an accurate height. And look, if you have a mohawk like me or you have hair that stands up, you can't measure to the top of your head. You're going to want to get an accurate height. Get it from your doctor's office or have your spouse measure you accurately up against the wall, heels against the wall, looking straight ahead, and top of the head. Get an accurate height. So if you're taking me for an example, I'm 5'7". So we take, I guess I would be an average frame size. That would be the number 6. You would take 7 from the 7 inches above 5 feet. 6 times 7 is 42, and I add 100. So the Weight Watchers goal weight for me is 142 pounds. Now, I've been 154 pounds since I was in my early 20s. That was my fighting weight coming up when I fought for almost 8 years from age 22 to age 30, and I've just maintained that goal weight. That seems to be a good goal weight for me. So nowadays, at 45 years old, I fluctuate anywhere between 154 and 158, depending on the time of month, my fluid retention or fluid fluctuations. So if you think 155 and Weight Watchers wants me down at 142, that's 13-pound difference between where I am right now and where they want me. So for me, that would be way too low. I remember being at my lowest, which was 2005 when I first moved to New York City. I was really stressed. I was broke. I wasn't eating very much, and my weight dropped quite a bit, and I got to 145 pounds, and I was very, very thin. I was size 4, size 6, very thin for me, not a whole lot of muscle. Getting down to 142, a little bit too low for me. Now, I will concede that I could probably drop some weight. I think we all can drop a little bit of weight. I could certainly drop a few pounds of body fat. But I have six-pack abs, and you can see muscle separation and striations in some parts of my body. So I'm feeling pretty good. And I just got my body fat tested here recently. I have 118 pounds of muscle on me. So it's quite a bit of muscle. I'm in the top 1%. So my whole point is saying all of this is, for me personally, I think that I'm a little bit of an outlier here because I'm carrying more muscle than most women. I mean, I'm in the top 1% of all women in the United States. Most women are not that muscular. A lot of people think that they are, but they're not. So for the average person, I think the Weight Watchers formula to determine goal weight is actually pretty accurate. But here are my problems with the Weight Watchers formula. First problem I have, self-reporting. Now, I've been in this industry 26 years and I've written tens of thousands of nutrition programs. And when people come through my program and they fill out that long questionnaire so I can accurately write a personalized program for them, they always self-report wrong about themselves. People see themselves so different than what they really are. I mean, I have a Code Red certified coach that thinks that she's way bigger than what she is. She always talks about her thick chest and her thick shoulders, and she's tiny. And I have another Code Red certified coach who thinks that she's a lot smaller than what she is. Like, she wears things and she's not as small as she thinks she is. It's crazy what people, when they look in the mirror, they're seeing something different. And when it comes to self-reporting, people will self-report themselves different. And they always think they have, well, I'm a big bone girl. I'm a thick girl. And they say, well, I have a large frame. No, you don't, Karen. You have an average frame. You're just carrying too much body fat. And I just noticed that when it comes to self-reporting, people always overestimate the amount of muscle they have. They always think that muscle weighs more than fat, which it doesn't. Weight is weight, no matter what you're talking about, whether it's a pound of fat or a pound of feathers. So no, muscle does not weigh more than fat. They just think they are thicker, denser people than what they really are. And I don't think people realize how much body fat, just pure body fat, they're carrying. So self-reporting, to me, in my experience, has always been dangerous. My other problem with the Weight Watchers goal weight formula is that we're talking 7.5 billion people on this planet being pigeonholed into 3 frame size categories. And again, is it a bridge to die on? It's not a personalized plan. It's not customized. And maybe that's not what Weight Watchers is trying to do. Maybe they don't want to make personalized, customized plans for people, and that's totally okay. I do. Maybe they don't. So by putting everybody into one of 3 categories, I think that's kind of problematic. Weight Watchers formula doesn't take into an account if you're missing a leg, or if you have metal rods in your back, or if you're carrying an enormous amount of muscle and you can prove it from a body fat test. So we are all bio-individual, and you need to know these little things in order to accurately get a goal weight for yourself that's something you can live with for the rest of your life. Before I go on to my next point, I want to hear from you. Comment below and tell me what your experience with Weight Watchers goal weight formula has been. Did they get it right, or did they guess you really, really too small, too large? Tell me, comment below. I want to hear what your experience has been. So what is the best way to determine your goal weight? You probably guessed it by now. Let me do it for you. Yeah. I offer customized nutrition programs. They are fully personalized. You fill out this long questionnaire. It's not cookie cutter. It's bio-individual. It's made just for you, where I give you the exact amount of calories you need, the exact amount of protein, fat, carbs, sugar, water, meal timing, water timing, everything. Not only that, I'm going to give you a staff and certified coaches that are going to coach you 20 hours a day and get you through everything that you're gonna go through. Plus, I hold your feet to the fire. You have to lose 1% of your body weight every week, which is fairly easy, by the way, especially if you just follow the program that I've written for you. The custom nutrition program takes the guesswork out of weight loss. And I give you your goal weight, and I give you exactly when you can expect to hit goal. So truly, you don't have to think, you just follow the program that I wrote for you. And when you're picking your own goal weight, which is what a lot of people do, like I'll ask in the custom program, I'll say, what do you think your goal weight should be? Everybody picks a goal weight that's way too high. And why is that? Because they pick a goal weight that they actually can achieve, not where they should be. And that's problematic. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm gonna put you where you need to be. If you don't want to get a custom program, totally fine. You can pick up my Code Red Revolution book, and on page 129, I think it's 129 to 134, I explain how you can find your own goal weight. I explain the whole process, so you don't have to use the Weight Watchers formula if you don't want to. You don't even have to get a custom program if you don't want to. Just follow what I wrote in the Revolution book, and that should really help you. Of course, the best place to get started is our 10-pound takedown challenge. You can lose at least 10 pounds in 30 days by following very, very simple rules and a food list. This is the proper human diet. No shakes, no pills, no diet foods, no exercise. So if you want to dip your toe into the lifestyle and figure out if my coaching style is something that you like and my method is something that you like, I definitely encourage you to join the next challenge. I'll link it up below, and I'll see you in the next video.